we're going to be checking out the ICT roundtable. And if you guys saw the thumbnail, we're going to dive into these individuals who claim ICT concepts work. But we know ICT can't trade. So if the person who created it can't trade, what does it say about the students? So we're going to dive into this, guys. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. And remember, we're live, so you guys can ask commentary as we go. So let's begin, guys, and listen to this ridiculousness.
He told us he created the algorithm, and then recently came out in a space and says, no, he didn't. Did he create it? Did he not create it?
But the only thing,
I thought he did.
If he said all this shit, right, he said all these wild claims and these wild stories, the concepts are dog shit and no one's getting results, right?
Yeah. You can see that there's thousands of ICT traders that don't make money.
Now, if you guys don't know ICT, or you're new to this, let me show you some things about ICT. So ICT has been pretty much demolished when it comes to being exposed as a fake guru. We have the biggest fraud ever. We have some stuff around here. We have him burning the Warner's Cup. The Robbins Cup. We have him burning it. Even I made some videos about it because even Trader Nick talked about him burning an account. This guy is a fake trader. He's only out there to get money through what? Memberships for his so-called good course. But we see the actions of it, and we see that he can't even flip his own account. So why would his own concepts work? To me, they don't work. That's why, to me, ICT is I can't trade.
I stopped looking at ICT's commentaries and his weekly outlook. That's when I became the best.
There's people who traded ICT for 3.
And then this roundtable is extremely questionable. Like, I've already made a video about him already. I haven't talked to him so much, but just about his roundtables. But these two are.
Stop the cap.
For the rest of them, I haven't fully dived into them. I just wanted to talk about the ICT part the most. If ICT concepts are pretty much BS. And then when it comes to even me having clients based off of ICT's concepts all being bullshit, I'm not surprised that these guys claim to be profitable but also sell expensive courses.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Now let's get into a little bit more. I'm not going to play the whole 2-hour video, guys. We got some certain parts I want to address so we can break that down, okay?
3-5 years at this thing profitable.
That's why I'm not like a cult follower of ICT.
The reality is, people are not profitable with it.
Oh my god, these clowns.
Welcome everyone to the Words of Wisdom podcast. We are back once again in the incredible studio, and we are joined by some very, very special.
I'm happy that they made the little cutscene so we can jump around. So this one is separating ICT from the concepts. Did ICT create the algorithm? No, he didn't create the algorithm. Come on now. But we're going to listen to these retards talk.
And we have JCapFX, Mr. Kyle himself, who I've already done a pod with today, so he must be potted out by now, but he's gracefully joined us.
We're doing it.
There we go.
Add up. And if you see it personally, right, if it's actually working for you, does anything else behind that matter, behind the story, right? If it works for you, who cares?
Definitely. I would say...
If it works so well, why do you guys do the exact same tactics? Like, it's like, for example, when you start seeing it, because I'm not saying he's a fraudster or a fake guru, only to the two that I have exposed. But when it comes to them, like, they all have the same type of tactics. They have to go into the sales part as fast as possible to convince you that it works. But when it comes to certain types of proof, and I'm not saying just for him, just for Kimball, for example, that these so-called ICT traders don't sell proof. We don't see them showing off this, you know, that they are profitable traders. We don't hear about them winning awards and stuff. To me, it's a whole bunch of crap. There's a bunch of BS to get people to buy into their mentorships or their courses. It's a very easy way, because it's like, oh, ICT has a big YouTube channel. He has a big following. I'm an ICT trader. Click the link below. Boom. It's the same setup.
No.
I was going to say, did you find, like, throughout the whole mentorship, he told us, like, he created the algorithm, and then recently came out in a space and says, no, he didn't.
I mean, just think about it. He created the algorithm? No. Like, you really think about that, like intellectually, did he create the entire algorithm for how the markets work? Well, the markets run before he was even alive. What would he be adding to it? He created, what field was he in? Was he in the government? Or, like, you really have to break this down. That's why a lot of ICT, when he talks about this, all...
Stop the cap!
He didn't say he created it. He said he was a part of the coding of a... He was on a team that coded the algorithm. I don't think it was...
Recently, he came out in a space...
But then the algorithm hunted his stop loss, so he failed the Robbins Cup. Makes sense. No, he's just a trader who can't trade. He knows how to teach, create YouTube videos on TradingView, and then that's why a lot of these guys are TradingView warriors.
And he says it was just him and God told him this is what you need to do. So
Yeah.
did he create it? Did he not
But
create
the
it?
only
'Cause
thing,
that's what I thought he did.
But there was a picture posted of him with his old, like those 1990 type square type computers. I don't know if you've seen it. And he's like, this is the thing that I cracked it on. But then it doesn't make sense if you coded it. You know, it's just
Yeah, exactly.
if
How did you crack it if you coded it?
Yeah, you can't crack it if you coded it.
That's my point.
Likewise,
Exactly.
So
if
was it
you
reverse
coded
engineered? That's the point.
Perhaps, I don't know. But that's the thing. He's an interesting character. Like, you know, some people.
An interesting character.
That is one big pile of shit.
No, ICT is just a professional scammer. There's so much information out there what he's exactly doing. He creates these things called mentorships, gets a bunch of people to sign up for it, and then guess what? Doesn't show profitability. I mean, like, look at these individuals. Exposing funded ICT students' strategies for 10 minutes straight. I mean, this is actually pretty interesting because, like, to me, I haven't exposed all these individuals, but when it comes to ICT, like, I mean, I actually remember Trader Nick and, what's her name? Tory Trades were talking about ICT. Or was it just Trader Nick? Trader Nick was talking about it, and he was like, if it works so well, maybe. But he burns his entire account. This is not road to profitability. This is way to go broke. Let me see.
Like
That's marketing, I think.
Outside of his concepts, he's a whole discussion himself.
Yeah.
Outside of it, but the way I see it is like this: he's great at what he does. He's like the Floyd of.
There's like a mystery behind
Yeah.
it.
He is not the Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather has a proven track record of going, almost 60 plus fights, no losses. I know he lost in the Olympics, but when it comes to his division, he didn't lose. We got evidence. We can see it. There's tapes. We can see him live. People can actually have a talk with this guy. But ICT, come on now. What live account did we see him flip? We all see just losses. We see a whole bunch of people exposing him. He doctored a whole bunch of withdrawals. Like, we have so much
Stop the cap.
happening that why would anyone follow this type of advice? This is like, if these are the blind, why would you follow the blind? Like, the blind leading the blind. Like, to me, it makes rather the case of being stupid in a sense. But let's move on to the next point, because is ICT a marketing genius?
You can't stand him, right? But then if you were to want to learn boxing, you'd probably YouTube.
go to him, yeah, 100%.
You'd YouTube like how to Floyd Mayweather style, right?
Yeah.
And it's a very interesting thought process. I think personally that ICT is in concepts work, obviously. That's why you fought.
If the concepts work, it does work. The concepts of selling you guys a membership, selling as much as possible. We got James Palmet. I don't understand why all ICT students sell courses. They sell courses because they don't trade. They primarily go for the income from just getting the courses. Why do you think that all ICT people are exposed? He has so many videos and so many concepts that if you have to ask and pin him down to one thing, I would say the biggest concept is how to sell. I have to give it to him in some regard. He's amazing at selling. Like, I'm not gonna even lie about that, but ICT as a trader, concepts is all BS. All of it. Bullshit! I mean, he's a massive following, but you start going through it, it's like, what do we see? More TradingView. It's the same type of crap. So when it comes to his mentorship and YouTube, he's making a killing. He even said that in Iman's video that he brought up. I make more from mentorships and YouTube, basically, than I do from trading. Well, we have no evidence of you trading at all, like in general. I mean, except for you burning accounts like this right here. And even I covered that in a video. Look at him in the Robinson Cup. Robinson Cup, negative 91% trading. You can't make this stuff up, man.
Oh no! Oh no!
So we'll get onto that in a moment. But the reality is, he is a great storyteller, and
very good storyteller. He can talk about. I mean, I love when he's. Long ago, I used to watch him, and his rants would just go on and on and on.
Do you even lift, bro?
Oh shoot, wrong one.
to be able to get to the wider audiences, to be able to make a larger impact, you have to be a great storyteller, which is.
So think about what he's saying. You have to make a larger impact. He is a scammer, scamming people. That is a massive impact. Like, he is destroying the Forex community, or this community in trading. That's why you have so many fake gurus out here. So when people are like, hey, Andre, why do you always expose all the fake gurus? There's so many of them. Like, for every one legit trader, there's like 50 fake traders. And they hide it in so many inconspicuous ways that it takes time to even break it down. But the live trader or the legit trader, guru trader, they're so easy to break down because you're like, okay, they live trade. Oh, they have a P&L. Oh, wow. They have log into their brokerage account. Oh, wow. I didn't even ask for all that stuff. They gave out so much information. It's kind of like Trader Tom. Easy stuff. When it comes to ICT and some of his followers, we have the same BS for them. What's up, Tom Falcon? What's up, guys?
Welcome.
And thank you guys for making it to the stream.
Thank you.
Includes the title marketing, because that's essentially what that is. And there's nothing wrong with that, because
There's nothing wrong with that. See, this is why I can tell these people are not moral. They have a twisted way of making income and money that they perceive that, hey, this guy's a good marketer. It's okay for him to scam and lie to each other or lie to people just because he can make money. Well, that's not that type of thinking is why these people shouldn't be involved, because they're all nodding and agreeing to this type of stuff. How do you even agree to that shit? If I was on the table right here, like this guy over here, well, listen, guys, this guy blew multiple accounts every single time, supposed to be the best trader, claims he's the best trader. I'm like, come on now. If his concepts are not working and you guys are all here because you all sell some BS, what do you guys think is a common factor? Marketing and sales, not trading. It's common sense.
at the end of the day, at least the concepts back it up. The difference would be is if he said all this shit, right, and said all these wild claims and these wild stories, and then the concepts are dog shit, and no one.
Oh no! Oh no!
Gotcha, bitch.
Duh, it does not fucking making sense. It makes sense that none of it's working.
Huh?
Why do you think they do the exact same thing? We all got to sell the expensive stuff. Let's dive into some of these guys. Now, remember, I haven't exposed all of them, but we already know expose this guy, Kimball Trading. Now, Kimball Trading, I made that video long ago. Let me see what the result was. I know the checklist is somewhere over here. The concepts, in my opinion, ICT concept means he. Yes, look at that. And day in the life of a trader. How is it that it's so easy for these guys? Because they sell multiple things. Like right here, Kimball Trading, full checklist on the fake guru checklist. To me, untrustable for a trader. Now, Jade Cap, have not followed his material. I'm gonna be making a video about him in the next couple of days just to complete this whole video. And then I got the NBB Trader. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, so it makes it kind of hard. But to go through and knock this stuff out, because like this, verified 7-figure day trader. Verified. Okay, like, well, I don't know for a fact, but so far, if ICT is all cap, Kimball Trading's all cap.
Stop the cap.
What do you guys think this guy is? Most likely the same.
Results, right?
Yeah, true.
But it's the other way around, and that's the that's
I think
good.
the biggest thing is that as a mentor, it feels like he's speaking directly to you. If you just listen to some of
He
his
has
spaces,
something that's always very relatable.
yeah,
right?
exactly.
But what I do
His rants are very relatable. Yeah, he talks about God, then he will ramble about politics, ramble about being exposed. I mean, it just keeps on going, man. But all in all, we all know that.
Clean. I'll never lie again. Honest, I won't.
Constantly lying to you guys of that to get people to click the link below. That is the intention. We got a very big comment. You know what? And this is a Matthew Boltola. You know what? Out of all the RBB traders, is the most legit I've been is in this Telegram. Actually, I passed the fundamentals and have withdrawals through learning from them. Good job. Didn't ICT stole someone from else's trading ideas? Yeah. I mean, we can get even into that, but when it comes to the students, if the guy's called a scammer, found out to be scamming, doctored, or photoshopped a bunch of the withdrawals, and then the students are doing the same type of thing, we know that the concepts are not working, because we see you can't get a good fruit from a bad tree. Just how it is.
love about him as well, I mean, even though he's controversial, he does not give a fuck about what he says. And I love that, because he's alpha as fuck, let's be honest. Like,
alpha.
I love that about him, because that
Alpha. That's an alpha statement, lying to your people. He's kind of like, what's that guy's name? Wes Watson. Right, if you guys don't know who Wes Watson is, let me give you guys a little preview of who Wes Watson is. So this is like the antithesis of a weak man. Wes Watson. So Wes Watson is this overly muscle down guy, talks about everything that comes to toxicity. This guy is an example of it. This would be like and he's in fitness, but ICT would be the exact same thing, but just in finance. Or in forex.
Comes across in his personality and stuff. And even me doing stuff like this is so outside my comfort zone, like having ADHD, and I've had a speech impediment in the past, and doing it.
Here we go. Next.
Like, it was actually an Andrew Tate quote who said it. I mean, he's controversial himself, but he says, like, he just creates content and don't consume it. And those people who tend to do that become the most successful. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it, right?
ICT creates content and doesn't consume it because
That is one big pile of shit.
doesn't work. He's very good at creating content, making long drawn out videos. I mean, look at ICT's channel. Look, 2 hours and 47 minute streams. He is making an insane amount of money streaming, making a lot of money from YouTube. I mean, as a YouTuber, when I'm looking at these numbers, I'm like, holy crap, he is pulling a ton of money from YouTube. But is this actual trade that can benefit? Can other people manipulate the stuff to actually see if it works? I mean, I've back tested a lot of ICT concepts, especially with all the clients that I have, and I'll tell you, each time it just burns accounts. So when people's like, hey, could you program an ICT indicator? I'm like, what is it, like a fair value gap or some retard stuff like that? And I'm like, yeah, can you do it? I'm like, listen, man, it's not gonna work. And they're always like,
Hey! Shut up!
ICT has a huge following on YouTube. He's legit. Well, there's a bunch of people who have a big following on YouTube. It doesn't mean that they're legit. It just means that they're really good at selling and sharing a story. They're very good people who can share stories to get you guys to click the link below.
In terms of concepts, obviously there's so many, right? There's so many, and I know a lot of people.
So many. Holy crap. I mean, 700 plus videos, and he has multiple videos contradicting himself. Like, if you don't believe me, check out his channel, watch the other exposed videos like this right here. Check out some of these. You'll see constant things of him saying one thing, then another thing completely different. I mean, that's why following ICT is so confusing.
People struggle with that fact as well. Was there anything in particular for you guys? And I don't know who to start with this. I'll start with Kimmel because obviously you started a year ago with ICT, so it's quite interesting.
Started a year ago on ICT, and guess what? Already selling a course. What is ICT concepts? I can't trade, but I can sell. Or actually, what would be a good word for T? Maybe he's really good at selling. So if someone got like that acronym, like that for him for selling, we can actually put that as like a YouTube clip. Or I'm sorry, for my
You are a scammer.
like this right here.
Because by now, was it all on YouTube by then?
Yeah, all on YouTube, yeah.
Like, a lot of people struggle with going through those concepts, maybe trying to use all the concepts, or finding the concepts that work for them. What did you do?
Let's take a break for a minute there, guys.
Oh, no. We can't let him advertise on this stream. No. I got the YouTube Premium, so I don't have ads anymore, guys. So let's see. ICT's concept deep dive. Let's get into that part right there.
Or like complex. That's why I stick to way more simple terms. Do you think that's essential in order to become?
You can do it.
I got it. Thank you, Tom Falcon. I can't trade. I can't teach. Perfect example of ICT. But he can damn good sell. I mean, he's really good at selling. Not gonna lie about that, because I mean, you have this right here. I mean, he used to have his look at this. I'm the mentor of your mentor. I am the ghost in the machine, the author and creator of the smart money concepts and what many unanimously call Wyckoff theory. There is absolutely nothing like what you are going to learn from me on this channel. I am in, oh my gosh, I can't even finish this stuff because like there's so much cap in this.
Stop the cap.
There's like, I mean, he has a new video that just popped up on my phone. Because I remember, once again, I have to subscribe to these guys to get all their notifications so I can keep a record of what their stuff. Look, 2025 lecture series, SMC Mastery January. What? This dude live trading, man. His live trading is so much better. You know why? Because I love hearing the rants. The rants are actually probably the best part of him.
Use an absolute most basic, simple model like
Silver bullet.
the silver bullet, like what he's teaching his son right now. That's extremely simple. It's time based, and you're just basically keying up a fair value gap. In my opinion,
fair value gaps. Oh my god.
Target acquired.
Sounds like more a Megatron. Yeah. I mean, we have like a rally, like the ICT table of I can't trade roundtable. Now, not for all of them, I can say, but for the people who are actually, for two of the people on that round table, really can't trade.
And then you should develop.
You
on
get
that.
curious, right?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you're like, I'm missing a piece of the puzzle.
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
I'm seeing the fair value gap, but I don't feel confident because I'm missing something. Like, what is the market sentiment? What is the market structure? Everything else that's going on behind it. It's like you want to add that layer of confidence. 'Cause I don't feel confident just taking one concept and just slapping, a trade on it.
It's even like.
It's because it doesn't work. You're talking about a concept that doesn't work, and you're trying to force it to work so you can sell it. Because if you start to really think about it, ICT. If I make a YouTube channel called ICT Concepts Whatever Trader, like, hey guys, I'm gonna create a new Forex channel called blah blah blah. I'm gonna put ICT concepts in it. People are gonna YouTube. I'm piggybacking off of his name, so you guys can click the link below. So I'll create a program where people can join my whatever mentorship based off of ICT concepts, repackaged, so you guys can buy it. That is exactly what they're doing. Wasting your guys' time, telling you that it works, and then the BS happens. Where's the next one? Oh, here we go.
Maybe in the future I will add the yields. Maybe in the future I'll add those are all things that
it's not leveling up.
You don't want to add things too soon, though. That's
you
the
don't.
thing. You don't
and this is another thing, like especially with my students when they come in, they're like, "There's so much information."
There's so much information done intentionally. This is not done by accident. He has so many concepts and so much information, so he can pick and choose whatever works. Oh, no, this trade worked out, so I can say this concept worked, but it was random. If you have a concept for everything, one out of those concepts will work. And then if you can repackage it and tell them that, hey, if you want to know the secret behind that, the secret sauce, you got to click the link below. Typically, when you see these guys and you'll see like, hey guys, if you want to join my mastermind or find a secret to trading, look, all have the exact same setups. Selling, because this is where I would say the true source of their income is. Some class or mentorship or some service that you guys can buy, and I'm like, it's all cap. Oh no, actually we need a new one out here.
Start with one thing, go back test it, collect the data on that one thing, whether it's an order block, a fair value gap, time of the day, when are your highs and lows created? Well, how many times have you seen the high of the day form in London and the lower day form in London close, right? Assess that. What day of the week has that happened on?
But that's what I think as well. At the same time, structured content is so important.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I was going to say.
It's like, Tom Falcon. It's like shooting a machine gun to target and telling you to see I hit the bullseye. Yeah, I mean, if you hit a machine gun, you're eventually going to hit something on the paper, or eventually a bullseye. But for them, they're not even seeing it. They all state it before, if you watch the whole thing, they all state that ICT has a ton of concepts, like a lot. And that's why they even talk about filtering through the noise, or filtering through it. Like, where's that at? Drama, consuming ICT. Yeah, how to consume ICT concepts. Because he has so many concepts intentionally done to make it very confusing. And to find it, and to get to the confusion, you have to click the link below. Like, that's the crazy part that these people don't understand. He's intentionally making things complicated so you guys don't understand about trading. And then once you want to get an understanding, you have to find a mentor in the ICT, paradigm. And once you guys find one of those individuals, they will make it less confusing. Well, it's done intentionally, guys. We'll just actually look at this part. We're going to jump around right here. We're going to look at realistic expectations and profit.
That will mean nothing. You're not allowed to take the funds. That's the thing. You're not allowed to take the funds. However, there's so many things like AML, right? AML stands for anti-money laundering. With a regulated firm, they can't just take any money. They can't take, for example, a drug lord's money. It has to pass through the AML, whether they have the political power to pass it through.
We got Prince saying ICT is the GOAT mentor of mentors. He is the GOAT mentor of mentors. I 100% agree with you for scamming, for selling some BS. He's very good at getting people to buy some crap. So you're right, Prince. I agree with you. Mentor mentors and how to scam.
That's another story. But you can't just take anyone's money. It has to go through a thing. People, and another one is people of very high political power. You can't take. They won't take their money. It's just too high risk for you like yourself. You're gonna have to ask them these things. Like, regulation is serious. When I see these people saying, "I take money,"
I wish regulation was much more serious when it comes to finances, especially since even yesterday when I did a live stream on what's his name, Apostle Forex, giving out how to step by step and fund an unregulated broker so you can get 500% leverage. Come on now, like, this is how these fake gurus do. They'll make some outrageous claims, say some stupidness. Like, to me, I think finances have to be even more scrutinized and make it a lot more difficult. Even I'm not a big proponent for big government, but in some areas, yes, because it can affect you so detrimental. Like, kind of like FTX. FTX shouldn't have gotten to the point of it basically taking a ton of people's money. Like, there are so many red flags happening, how they did the donations on both sides. I'm not going to get into the politics, but that is the thing to me. So when it comes to this part, guys, I think we need more regulation, as much as I hate it, but it has to be non-biased information at the same time. Let's move on to the next part.
Etc. Cool.
You'll never
exactly. Cool. But then even then, I think
it's the opposite. It's like
you're not getting anything.
But it's even less. That's what I think he's touched on. Is that
because it's operating costs.
Yeah. Like, you have the 108. Cool. So the 8% profit. And then you would just, a lot of people, I think, are under the assumption that if you made that agreement and then you make an extra 10,
you're not
20,
making
that's
anything.
yours.
No. I thought that as well. I thought, you know what? You want, like, I'm not going to say the figure they want, but let's say they wanted 8%. You want 8%? I've had months I've done.
Yeah.
I had a 33% month.
Whoa, 33% month, man. Are we talking about some ridiculous claims right now?
Gotcha, bitch.
I love when they start making those big claims, because all we gotta do is just ask them, hey, you have any proof that you did any of those trades much? 33% a month?
I'm clean. I'll never lie again. Honest, I won't.
But so far, I haven't even exposed this, guys, and they're already saying enough flags to make...
Stop the cap.
As much as it's like, I haven't exposed these guys, and they're already saying some ridiculous claims like, hey, guys, I did 33% a month, or a month, and then 8%. I'm like, so are you live trading this, or are you just saying it, and then you're just showing off TradeZilla? Because typically all these guys, not all of them, but a lot of them push off TradeZilla. And TradeZilla, to me, is red flag, massive red flag. If a fake guru is pushing you to get into TradeZilla, like, anytime a fake guru tries to push you to click the link below on something, you got to be, like, already like, I don't know about this, like...
Allegedly, that's ignorant.
I mean, Tom Falcon, he comes, beginner traders like me who is eating beans and pork from the can really watch out for this kind of YouTuber scammers. I mean, there are so... I mean, I even showed it yesterday's stream. Just type in... if we have time, guys, go to, like, incognito mode and then type in, like, Forex trading for beginners. Nearly every single person on the list that goes down is a Forex scammer. Like, almost all of them are. And you start going through, you're like, oh my gosh. They're all talking about...
we are gonna be rich.
And then you gotta click the link below to find out. And then you don't see real evidence. They're all saying outrageous claims like $100 to $1 million or $1,000 to $1 million. They're all making these outrageous claims. And you're like, where is it at, man? It's all...
What the hell was that?
It's like the more funny stuff like that, like random ass stuff. But we know it works. We have Corey come in. Here we go, dude. Trade crypto, make 8% a month easy. Click the link below immediately. Now, LOL. Welcome to the room, Corey. What's up, Corey? How you doing, man? If you don't know Corey, Corey is an admin in the Discord, so say hi to him. And we got it. But Corey, you're not doing this right here. If you want to do it real big, man, real big, you gotta do what ICT does. Burn an account 91% down. We all love that kind of stuff, right? That's all winning.
It's over 9,000.
Let's get into more.
I'm gonna kill these guys, and then he's like, no, everything on top of that is investing against this much as well. And I was like, whoa, like whatever. One thing I tried to do is
you tried to do, yeah. So let's get into the next part. We are at where we at 1 hour and 8 minutes. I'm so happy. I'm saving you guys almost 2 hours of time, guys. You do not want to watch this entire thing. Ali's journey, consistency and good habits. Should you learn how to demo? Cool, that's a good one.
They have off seasons, right?
Yeah,
like,
literally.
you're not playing
Burnout's
all
a
year
real
round.
thing. Mental burnout.
We got FX Paranorma. Hi, Andre. Which broker do you use? I use Oanda and IC Markets. And if you're talking about, that's for Forex. And if you're talking about stocks, it will be Robinhood and Webull. And the international brokers I'm not even going to bring up, but those are the ones I use for the state size. And IC Markets is for overseas. So if you're in the States, you can't open it up.
Especially in trading.
It doesn't mean though in your break. It doesn't mean you fall off. It just means that you slowly detach yourself. Yeah, you turn it down. Like athletes, for example, the best ones.
Corey says once you figure out they aren't talking about anything of value, you'll be able to spot out the. Woo, man! Corey coming out with some big facts. Good, big facts, man. We got that wonderful comment. This was crazy because once you understand the system, and for the people who don't understand the system, I know it's hard. I'm not saying you don't have to be this, the brightest crayon in the box, but some people do have issues figuring out who is who's legit and who's not. So I make this checklist. The checklist is there to help you guys out. And I know it's very hard for people to figure out who's legit because I met a lot of people, and I mean a lot. I'm talking a ton of people that people think that Swaggy C is a trading guru, is one of the best traders out there. Or they'll think like, who's another obvious one? Mr. PFX is an actual trader. So use this system right here. And if they lines up like, hey guys, if the person you're following doesn't do live trading, then that's a red flag. Doesn't mean they're fake, but they may live trade off of a different platform. So you got to, see cross platforms. If they're constantly selling you a lifestyle, like, hey guys, day in the life, and if you want to find out, click the link below. There's some more red flags. Heavily discounted prices, that is a small red flag, not a really big one. But if it's like, hey guys, click the link below because for now on, you can, instead of buying my $100,000 course, you can buy it for $10. But click the link below, then we see what the intention is. Social proof, always trying to show off on their social media. Price ends in a 7 is a small one, but if you guys read the books about how to sell, ending in your price in a 7 typically helps boost the percentage of someone trying to buy it. Long-term broker statements is a massive big one. So if they don't have this or some way to track themselves, that's why the live trading's there, then we know a lot of their stuff is capped. So that guy's saying like, hey, I make 33% a month, or
stop the cap.
And you're like, bro, can you show us some of this stuff? So that's why a lot of it goes to the ridiculous claim. Now, when it comes to the cars, girls, and jewelry, that's an added red flag. Doesn't mean it's fake, but more problems. But day in the life of the traders that compound the stuff. So there's the actual traders that actually do a lot of these things on the list. Now, we got another comment come from Tom Falcon. Whose strategies really work on YouTube for real? Here, I'll show you guys. You want a legit trader that trades for real?
Even in the
Here. Tom, give me a second. He's an easy one too. Tom Hogard. If you want to find a legit trader, look at Tom Hogard. P&L, live trading, long history. He may not trade that you want to be trading, but at least there's evidence that proves that he is a trader. Not like a lot of these guys. And I can't say for all of them, but for the ones I already exposed, they are all...
Stop the cap.
And a bunch of fucking...
That is one big pile of shit.
Oh, forgive my French, right?
Season, they go light, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're trading. Like, either really minimize it, just tell yourself, I got...
Let's
reduce
look
your
at
trade
this.
frequency
Quick
as much as you
fire
can.
questions,
Or just,
because I don't want to keep you guys
some
here
people
forever.
learn a fair value gap, and then they go, oh, I demonstrated this fair value gap today. I think they're great because what a lot of people are trying to get into now is the prop firm industry, right? So you have...
Now, prop firms. Red flag off the bat. Prop firms are dangerous, intentionally dangerous. There's rules to set up against you. There's also, you have to pay money to typically do these things. Another thing is that the biggest red flag, if they do not have, if they are not live trading, if it's all simulated and they can modify the spreads, they can modify candles, they can modify the things, then you're not actually live trading or demo trading. You're trading off of their simulation. Understand the danger in that because your trading system might work on Oanda or Forex.com or a legit broker. But when you go to a prop firm, your trading might not work because they can modify the system for you to lose. That is an intentional system because when it comes to simulated prop firms, they make their profit from people losing. And then when people, that small 1%, a very minute percent win, they take those losses or those people who paid to pay the winner. Small winners, bunch of losers. Now, what I would do, is practice on a demo account, see if I can flip a $100 account to $200 account, or fund a $100 account on a broker like Oanda that is actually legitimate and has government regulations against it or with it, if you want to put it as that. And then if I can flip a $100 live account to $200, then boom, my trading system worked for that time period or for that whatever period. Just, you don't want to be burning money and just enrolling into these fees and just moving the money back into their pocket. And then a lot of these guys, and I'm saying not all of them, they have affiliate links for this. So they're financially incentivized, and they have deals that allow them to make what? More money as you sign up. So you'll sign up for a course, they get a kickback. You'll make a trade, they get a kickback. You lose, guess what? They got paid twice to do nothing. And the click the link mentality happens more and more and more. That's why, to me, when it comes to ICT and their followers, they're all dang good salesmen. They're very good salesmen. And being a good salesman is a very hard thing on YouTube. I understand. I've been on YouTube for years now. Having communication and talking to people is a big issue that I've met. But I don't have to sell you guys something like, hey, click the link below so I can be successful, but I'm not going to show you any evidence. So I'll say, hey guys, I made $100,000 last month trading. But the only way for you to find out is what? Click the link below. That's the type of mentality that they have. That's why, to me, they're immoral individuals. Why would you follow a teacher that is immoral, teaching you immoral actions? That's why this type of stuff is not, fruitful for people. We got Edward Buddy. They need a few winners on these type of prop firms to collect their followers. Good. Oh man, we got some big winners here. Big facts, because we started looking at this, guys. We know that prop firms, yes, you can make money from them, but I do like what Trader Nick and Tory Trade says. I agree with this part. If you're already a successful winning trader and you have a system that works, then try a prop firm. You can boost your income, possibly, or make make the system work. But if you're already a losing trader or you're a break-even trader, possibly stay away from prop firms, stay with the legitimate brokers, and try to flip your account through those means. We got another one from Tom Falcon. Andre can sell, revealing those scammers indefinitely. I mean, I can make videos on these guys indefinitely because there's so many. Just yesterday, here, let me show you guys yesterday's video if you guys did not catch it. That was, that one actually kind of got me angry because the entire video was to sell to his audience. Here, for example, see this video here, guys? Apollo FX giving dangerous advice where you can lose everything. Not just your money, you're losing your personal information. He is recommending you, showing you a step-by-step video in how to fund an account with a broker that's unregistered. We can't figure out the licensing because it's unlicensed. And you don't know where your information is going. So when you're sending your driver's license, your passport, your information is up in whatever zone. So think about it. They can open up credit cards, open up information with your license or passport, and then they have your bank information with an unregistered broker. That is crazy. This guy has hundreds of thousands of followers giving horrible advice. But then when you look at when you understand why he made the video, is that the click the link mentality. Every time they make a trade, he gets I think 28% of every trade. Every time they make a trade, he gets a kickback of 28%. And then he gets a deposit bonus. We actually see what is happening here. We got Tom Falcon. It's like whack-a-mole. Yeah, I mean, these guys...
trial clowns. That is literally mimicking the real deal.
It's forcing.
Well, remember, it's just mimicking. Doesn't mean it's the same thing. I've checked the charts, you guys. I can show you examples of prop firms charts being like this, and then the real charts that are not simulated to being a little bit different. They can even be opposite because they're not supposed to be the same. The simulated charts are supposed to benefit the prop firm and not the trader. People don't understand that and why their so-called trading pattern doesn't work because they know where everything is at.
Your demo is not mimicking the actual thing. Your demo is just literally your own personal account essentially. But
a demo is a hell of a lot closer than prop firms because if I open up a demo account on Oanda and compare to Oanda with live trading, the only difference will probably be the spread because I've already compared it because I have both charts on my computer. They're relatively the same. Their spread is probably just different. We have a live spread and we have a demo spread. But when a prop firm, you have completely different spreads and also different charts.
These prop firm trials, they're mimicking the exact environment. Of course, there might not be the slippage and whatnot. That's a different conversation.
Whoa. That's a big one. If slippage is different, so that's when you enter in an order and if the time it takes for your order to enact. So let's say the market's at $1, for example, but the slippage took some time. So you did a sell, for example, you're shorting it. Instead of being at $1 like you want it to be, but now you're at 80 cents, for example. That slippage can be horrible. And if remember, these guys control the market for this. It's not real, it's simulated. This could be a normal practice on their shady broker. I'm sorry, prop firm.
But the rules is it's the same as the actual prop firm. So I think that is a lot more productive if you're trying to go through. So like for example,
it's a lot more productive so you can pass. Get the mentality. These guys are
Stop the cap.
Mentality and how to get you to
Surprise, motherfucker.
click the link below. Like their entire mentality is built around it. So that's why to me, like listen to immoral people trying to get you to buy some BS. Think about it. Like to me, I haven't figured out this guy so far, but so far, when I watched the entire video before making this video, I was like, this guy here is near 100% fraud. This guy not so much. The other two are Kimball 100%, but the other guy not so much. There's a lot of things I have to break down, but like to me, this listening to this guy's talk, we can easily just be like, hey, let's check out this chart and see if a lot of it applies, and typically the big ones apply for the fake guru checklist.
Pass 3 to 5 prop firm challenges, demo ones, the trial ones, and then you're not gonna really shit yourself inside of the real deal now. That's how I kind of think it might be a bit.
That's
right.
that's-
Yeah. And then remember, it's simulating, so the game can be changed upon the prop firm. Non-consistency. So we get the fire questions. Let's see what they say.
Of your job. 100% I would.
Yeah, 100%.
obviously,
It built character. It built me who I am today. So I'm
Character. That is a very interesting thing. Like I have this in my notes for the last part, guys. I don't want to keep you guys here forever. When it comes to character, does ICT have a reputable, like a person that you would like to be? Like he makes a bunch of money. I mean, there's a lot of people make a lot of money. But do you want to be like ICT, constantly lying to people about a trading system that doesn't work, and every time you use it yourself, you burned accounts? Like, if someone's burning their accounts off of a trading system, teaching you that the trading system works, and then the only way that he's showing, and the only way that he's telling people how he's making his money, is through mentorships and YouTube, and then these clowns, now we'll say allegedly clowns are doing the exact same thing. What do you think their character is? They are, to me, I was a corrupt individual from the beginning. So this to me shows off a lot of ICT and his little minions. Freaking craziness, man. But we go into the video, they say their goodbyes. Like I saved you. You didn't have to watch the whole 2 hours or 1 hour and 55 minutes. You saved a lot of time. But that's my analysis on this video and all the
Stop the cap.
on them. If you have any questions, comments, let me know, guys. If you guys want me to expose somebody, let me know. I do have a list from the last 3 videos. I'm currently building up and studying more about them. If Corey, if you're on the stream, I'm waiting for the sales part that I need to complete that video. It takes a lot of time compiling a bunch of videos at once. Because, once again, I tell you, if you watch someone's content long enough, you'll get bored of it. And you'll just like, hey, I got 3 pages of notes. I'm going to use those notes and then do it later. Kind of like how I did with like Mr. PFX. I took like a week to watch all his content, and then I slowly picked it apart to see what he was doing. So once again, guys, thank you guys for making it to the stream.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the new people.
Welcome.
And if you guys have any questions, comments, or you want me to add someone to the list, let me know. I'll add them. I will be exposing NBB Trader, Jade Cap, and Ali Khan, ICT, from to this to make a better video. But I wanted to introduce you guys to these clowns, and we know we got our favorite video for the Clown Town. I'm a clown. Oh man, I hope they see these thumbnails I make of them, so to know what they're doing. Because to me, a lot of these guys are clowns. Where's ICT at? Where are you at? Like, if you guys have not seen some of these thumbnails, I hope they see these thumbnails. Like, where is it? Mr. PFX, Super Clown, Sideward Trade, Charlene FX, The Trading Geek, Juviar Gems, these not retards, 3 clowns right here, Mamba FX. I mean, we can keep on going. What is this guy? I forgot his name. The Moving Average, Same thing. Lewis Kelly was a funny one too. So I'm gonna head out, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Once again, if you need to talk to me or hit up or need to talk to a manager, one of the not managers, admins, just contact them. They're purple in the Discord, and I got some new updates coming to with you guys for next month. But before I get that information out, I'm gonna discuss it with the admins to help filter some of the BS and give you guys some actual real helpful material. So I'll see you guys on the next stream. Thank you guys once again.
Thank you very much.
For people who are not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Let's hit 8,000 subscribers. Almost there. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Peace. Now I gotta find my mouse. I got 6 screens and I can never find my mouse. Here we go.